Gets off the mark. Typical Sehwag fashion. Likes to score in boundaries and gets off the mark. This is a real classic. No protection on the leg side. Half volley asking for trouble. Huge grunt, but a great shot from Dravid. Looking for the Yorker was Sehwag. Doesn't get it right. The margin of error very minimal. And Dravid picks up a glorious boundary to end the fifth over. It's 22 for no loss.
Oh, well fielded, is it? No, gone through. For once I thought that Shoaib Malik, that was running a weave, done a fantastic job, but fantastic job done by Dravid and Sehwag. That's played away from the fielder. Very good shot. Great timing once again from Sehwag. Finds the gap. Mohammad Yusuf will give up the chase very quickly. First four of the day struck by Dravid and Sehwag. India 71 without a wicket. That's played fine. Shoaib was very square for reasons only known to him and Inzamam. Another cracking shot. What a way to get to your 50. Reaching it with a lot of style. It's been a blistering knock. There's a hesitation, but still make it. India now exactly 100 without a wicket.
Oh, hello. The difference between him and some of the stroke play that we saw from Pakistan is the fact that he can hit the ball at 360 degrees. He's got all the time in the world, and he hits the ball down the ground.
And it's also, no, he's not bludgeoning his shots. There's a lot of grace in it, and he's straight batted it past extra cover.
It didn't carry. It was just short of the slip. I think it hit right off the toe of the bat. The things are
on 96. He likes spinners. And there we go. That brings up the century.
Well, I haven't seen Sehwag blocking anything coming from Danish Kaneria. That one turned a little bit, but beautifully on top of it. Well-deserved 100. Beautifully played.
That's a boundary. Lovely shot. Excellent drive from him.
Perfect example of the way he bats. Dravid and Sehwag missed two. It didn't stop him from playing that shot again. And when it hits the bat, it rockets to the fence. 24 boundaries for him so far.
Well, she saw herself on the big screen and enjoyed it. Down the track, that's gone over the top of the fielder. He's unstoppable, Dravid and Sehwag.
There was a man in the deep, just 10 yards inside the boundary line, but Sehwag will take him on. 25th boundary. A little bit of risk involved.
That's a beautiful shot. Excellent shot. He delayed his drive. He was looking for an onside push, and then he slotted it straight over mid-off's head. Not a lot of spin on that delivery from Shoaib Malik. He read it extremely well. Inside out straight drive now. How can you play that shot? Only Sehwag can.
By gee, he's a great player, isn't he? He really is. It's his 27th boundary.
But listen, he's always making space for himself. He doesn't take his foot to the line of the ball. He takes it about a foot away to find the gap on the offside. Amazing. The follow through of the blade, the high back lift. Perfect. Now he's made place for himself, and he's constantly doing that, even to incoming deliveries.
Might be a leg by. Just waiting for the technique of Rudy Kurtzen. And there's the 200 up here for India. Well, and there's going to be some sort of celebrations there. Well done. And so they should.
It also equals the best partnership ever for India versus Pakistan. So it's 200. The previous best was Gavaskar and Srikanth at Chennai, 1986. So they're up with the best.
Well, they need one more to pass that, but they at least equalled it. That's a fantastic effort on any pitch. Dravid on 48. He's called for 2. Now, they might be off the pad. I doubt it, the way he ran that first one hard. And that might be his 50. Well played, skipper. You put yourself up into the heat, into the cauldron. You wanted to do it. And it's his 40th Test 50. Beautiful shot. He is so good off his legs. He really is.
Well, a lot of people say that Rahul Dravid has got the best cover drive, but really he's a natural on the onside. He's always been from his younger days. It's just effortless. Anytime he gets a delivery around his pads, he can just put it away with ease.
A little sweep around the corner. We'll get at least 1, 2, 3, and 1 off 4. Lovely shot. Really was from Dravid. And he goes, it's his 9th boundary, goes to 61.
Beautifully done. He's got this ability to sweep fine.
Oh, how's that got through? That's a bit naughty, Pakistan. It should be a little bit better than that.
Well, that certainly shouldn't have been runs. It was a good shot, but he was in a position to cut it off. Beautifully played. He was looking for the gap. He had played it there, but then Mohammad Sami just a bit casual, just a little complacent.
No ball. 1 more for it. Have you ever seen 230 runs made so easy in just 44 overs in a test match? Rarely has the ball ever beaten the bat. I can't even remember the ball beating the bat. Well, a little inside edge once before a while back. But amazing. 11 runs off this over. What about a few more? Add 4 more to that. Make it 15. Wow. I better take a break. 234 for no loss.
Well, he's making this look so easy. That brings up his 150 for Sehwag, the 7th occasion on which he has gotten to 150 runs.
Not only hitting, but even blocking. He's making things very easy. He's looking like that. He's in a top form. I mean, you cannot ask for a better form than this. 150 of just 144 deliveries.
No third man, so that brings up the 250 for India.
No fear at all in Sehwag's mind. Played that very late. That was just touch outside the off stump coming in, and he knew that there's no third man. Just a very, very late cut. 4.
Has gone very fine. I've seen that man at fine leg being very square most of the occasions.
Not only wide, but very lazy effort there by Danish Kanaria. That one nipped back a little bit. He's definitely reversing. Got to shine inside the right hand side of the bowlers. But a very lazy effort there by Danish Kanaria on the fine leg.
That's a good shot. So strong through that era, Rahul Dravid.
Pakistan doesn't look like getting wicket at all. And this man, Rahul Dravid, is looking very dangerous now. He's approaching his 100 slowly. That one picked the gap very nicely. Beautiful timing.
Is in the air, but also in the gap. Catch was the call from the bowler. But it's disappeared to the boundary.
This is very smart cricket indeed. Just waited for him to come a little closer towards that off stump and played inside out, finding that gap. Didn't bother to try and keep it all along the ground. He was in the air for a while. He forced the issue somewhat. But the important thing was that he had to get that gap, and he got it. Got his left foot out of the way. Played it beautifully through the covers.
This time, taking the man on in the deep is gone, over long on. It's a no ball as well, and the first 6 of the Indian innings.
Yes, indeed, this is probably the first 7 of the Indian innings. But I got the impression that he did hear the call and go for it. Got the no ball call and went over. Now, mind you, there is that fielder at long on, about 15 yards in. But what a hit this was. Clean.
Oh, that's magical. Effortless from Dravid and Sehwag.
Beautifully done once again. He's really played fabulously well in this innings of his. Again, the effort was not there to try and hit it too hard. It's just timing, pure timing, on the rise.
Gives himself a little bit of room. Dravid and Sehwag just ambling across. He knew he had made good contact. It's always a good ploy to attack the new bowler.
Well, nothing's going to stop Virender Sehwag. He's not scared to hit it in the air. Beautifully done, straight over the bowler's head. Has he got him, man? No, says umpire. Rudy Cudson not interested. Out of the rough, bounced, but Dravid himself also not at all impressed by the appeal.
He's toying with the bowlers. Dravid and Sehwag having a lot of fun. Also brings out the 300 for India.
Well, that is a terrific shot, but let's take a look at Rahul Dravid. Last ball, last over, that vociferous appeal. Nowhere near it. Didn't play it. Didn't get any edge. But the point is, why was he trying to play a defensive shot to a ball coming in from outside the leg stump? Well, the third 100 has come in 105 balls. It's almost a runner ball. You can imagine the domination at the moment.
It's only the 11th occasion in the history of Test cricket that the opening partnership has gone past 300. Sehwag, the dominant partner, 187. 35 fours and a 6 for him. Strike rate still over 100 for Dravid and Sehwag, 105.1. Change of angle for Rana Navid. Does make a difference to Sehwag. He's still timing the ball extremely well.
Even a better shot. Off the front foot. The idea is not just to time it, that the idea is also to hit it into the gaps, and he finds them magically. So it's almost as though the ball goes into gaps automatically, but that's not the case. He's making those gaps He's always trying to play it squarer than the line of the delivery. Made room for himself once again and played into that gap. That was a cracker.
And again, same result. He's racing away. He's on 195. Would you believe it? 3 fours in a row.
Catch was the call, but he very deliberately played it over that deep gully fielder or short point, whatever you want to call him. Correction, not over, but past him. He's just equaled his score at Melbourne, 195, not out. He holed out at long on that occasion to a full toss at 195.
Oh, this is an absolute gem. Magnificent.
He keeps getting better. 199 to Virender Sehwag. 4 boundaries in this over. And this probably was the best of the lot. Round the wicket, trying to take it across him, got into position perfectly and nobody moved. Mid-off and extra cover, didn't bat an eyelid.
For Virender Sehwag, is it? Just short of the fielder. Yes, they cross over. The second fastest double hundred ever. The fastest was by Nathan Astor. This is the second fastest ever. This man is having a great time.
Well, he came very close to throwing it away at 199. It almost carried to that third man fielder, but he has got a stupendous double hundred. Second fastest ever in the history of the game, and really has brought everybody up on their feet.
Finding the gap. He ran with the ball, Shoaib Malik. Another boundary for Virender Sehwag.
I think Shoaib Malik is perhaps the quickest of the fielders in this test match, and he didn't have a chance of cutting that off. It's a very fast outfield.
Starts off with a wide one, and Rahul Dravid, well, that'll certainly release some pressure. I say pressure because he's in his 90s now, on 98.
Short and wide, and we know what happens to those deliveries, whether they are from a slow bowler or a fast bowler.
That one spun, and I think it must have surprised Rahul Dravid also. He was once again shaping to push that one away through the offside. He's played it fine. Chase for Canaria. He'll give it up. And Rahul Dravid has reached another milestone, another 100. 21st Test match 100 of his career. His 4th against Pakistan. His 1st as an opener for India. And his 1st as captain of India.
It's going to take now a lot for India to change his opening partnership. Rahul Dravid and Virender Sehwag. 334 runs on the board.
Beautifully placed shot.
Three boundaries in this over again from the first 4 deliveries. This is how he got to 3 figures, Rahul Dravid.
Catch? Beg your pardon? That's been crashed. Edge, and once again Inzamam ul Haq was late in reacting to that edge. It's a difficult position for Inzamam. He normally doesn't position himself in the slips against the spinners. He's very good when it comes to handling pace in that region.
When you hit the outside edge like this and nothing happens apart from the ball going for four, it's very disheartening for the bowler, especially on these flat pitches.
A poor delivery it was. Oh, even the Pakistani fans really, they just love him because he's got 3 scores over 200 in his career now. I know it's in the slot, I know it should have gone, but the way he's batted has just been absolutely brilliant. Fine deflection, looking for 2. What about 4 instead? That's how quick this ground is. Add that along with it, and that was just a quite over. 8 off it, 370 for no loss. Just runs it away for another boundary. Doesn't even bother to run. Why would you?
No need to. That's 42nd boundary for Dravid and Sehwag. That was a quicker one. And that all he did is just put it in the place. With this huge gap there. Nicely played. Very late. And this outfield is lightning.
Let's do that again. That's his 43rd boundary. The most ever boundaries in a test innings is 52. John Edridge got that. And he's not too far away behind that. 9 boundaries there.
Well, I've never seen bowlers so helpless before. Not only the pacers, but the spinners also. Going over the wicket, round the wicket, trying everything.
Let's have another boundary. I feel that the bowlers are just bowling in tonight's highlights. Do you get that feeling?
You're more than right, Dino. It's like, literally like, that was a dusra. Literally going like highlights. Beautifully played once again there, Sehwag Dravid.
And let's add that to 44 now. So he's up to equal with Laxman now. If he gets one more boundary, he scored the most number of boundaries in an innings in a test match, defeating VVS Laxman against Australia back in 2001 by an Indian.
Don't worry about it, Dino. He's going to break the Edridge record also. It's not too far away. 52 boundaries he hit.
Oh, that's where he's looking to hit them, down there, and he gets another one. That's a beautiful shot, because you realise there's boundaries covered everywhere, but he let the ball come on so late and then just open the blade up. He's a class act.
Not only against the spinners, he also played this particular shot very nicely against the pace bowler. That one was a little quicker. Nicely played there.
Most boundaries by an Indian in a test innings. There he is. He's got 45 now. 7 behind the record. Beautifully bowled. And more importantly, it's the 2nd highest opening partnership ever. Surpassing Turner and Jarvis when New Zealand played the West Indies in Georgetown 1972. And Michael Holding obviously wasn't bowling on that day. It looked like he tried to go downtown there. Didn't get all of it. Luck's their fortune. Or there. Did we cover that spot? I don't think we did. There's so many options. 46, and that's the 400. And he's just gone past Brian Lara, and he's equal with Bradman for the 2nd most ever boundaries by a player in a test innings.
I don't think, Dino, you have to tell him where to hit. He knows his area very well. And that one, little loosener there, bit of width provided there by Mohammad Sami, and that was smashed in that wideish sort of third man. Beautiful shot.
And now the umpires are just...
Must be in a frustration.
Just a slip, no gully. Oh, good shot there. They might look for 2. It just depends on his turn. It is quite slippery in the outfield. Going for 2. That should be his 250. Well done. Well played, sir. Sehwag Dravid thought he wasn't going to come back, but that's a very, very good knock. Another milestone.
He's quite unbelievable. Having a splendid time in Pakistan. Dravid and Sehwag continues his good form. And what a knock this has been. The strike rate of over 100 is quite unbelievable.
Smashes it through the covers. Another boundary. Oh, he's a fantastic player. Would you believe he's the 67th player, or 67th time to score over 250 runs by a player in a test match. So it's done a few times, isn't it? But what a shot. That's his 47th boundary. Only John Andridge has scored more fours in a test innings. A beautiful shot. Typical Sehwag. Now he's one boundary away for the record here. Oh, there's a slip there, looking for that little fiddle. That's the way he plays, though.
Well, that's the way he reached his double 100. Again, he sees this as an opportunity to score. There is a slip. There's a man at third man as well.
If we had to do a highlights package, Shiva, of the number of times they played and missed, I don't think we'd have 5 balls. Well, maybe 6 balls.
2 in a row. Play and a miss. Probably wants to get to that record in a hurry. He normally does that.
He looks a bit concerned. He's also too. Yeah, look, I can't see it. That could be out. It is. He's trying to run it over the top of Simpson. Pakistan have got a wicket.
Sensational partnership comes to an end. Run and a bit, the man to pick up a wicket. It was a short delivery, and Dravid and Sehwag, the kind of player, is not going to let it go. But it's been a magnificent innings. Coming to a sad end, but joy finally for Pakistan, picking up their first wicket in this test match.
Short ball, try to ramp it over third slip, second slip, and all he did was help it on its way to Cameron Akmal. Not complaining now about the light, sir, are you? Well caught. Great knock, sir. Fantastic. Well played. 254. India, 400.